So I built a TradingView indicator that tracks imbalances and inefficiencies in the market. And this is a smart money concept. For those who aren't familiar with it, basically imbalances are when price moves so quickly that it creates these zones and gaps. That's seen as an imbalance. And in order for the market to rebalance itself, it will want to retrace and mitigate those zones. And so basically that's what this indicator is doing. It's showing you these zones that price may or may want to return to. And the thought behind all of this is smart money, which is like large institutions, banks, corporations. They have a lot of capital, and so they can move the market very quickly for whatever reason. This indicator tracks those large movements, and we can kind of ride the wave of their large movements, because eventually price will have to retrace to that zone, and this indicator, it'll show you those zones, and then you can act on if you want to buy or sell in those certain situations. So diving into TradingView here to take a look at the indicator, we're on the Aussie dollar 30-minute chart. And first off, you can see these boxes or zones that I was talking about. So these are the imbalances. And the ones that have solid lines, like down here, means that price has not entered that zone. But then this dashed box up here means price has come into that zone. And as for the colors, you can change it up here in the settings pretty easily. But the yellow on my chart indicates a bullish imbalance, which means these are bullish candles, and then the red indicates a bearish imbalance. So kind of how I like to trade is I look for multiple imbalances next to each other. So down here we have two imbalances, and that just means that price has moved quickly over a longer period of time, which in this case, this would be, since we're on the 30-minute chart, this would be an hour with two 30-minute candles. So that would definitely be a zone of interest for me. So I want to place a trade there. Like I mentioned before, my thought is that the price will want to retrace to this zone to rebalance itself. So I might want to enter a trade, a buy trade here, and set my stop loss maybe at the bottom just to be conservative of this double imbalance. And then I'll set my take profit at the top of the previous high. Now I'm going to just let the candles play out here so we can see price has entered. And it goes midway into this double imbalance and goes back up. And we can see another double imbalance here. And so this might be another area that you'd want to enter another trade in. But for now, let's just watch and see what happens to price. So price almost entered that zone, and it looks like it didn't because the box stayed solid and it didn't switch to that dashed. But let's continue here, see what price does. And it looks like it hit my take profit. Now, there are a lot of strategies that you can do with this indicator. Some people, if you're more familiar with smart money concepts like order blocks, they may look to see, look for order blocks that are below these imbalances or above these imbalances. So yeah, a lot of potential trades that you can make with this indicator. Just, take some back testing and some practice to really figure out what your strategy is going to be. But yeah, so if you want to use this indicator, the link is in the description. I actually created this indicator almost a year ago now, and I've just been playing around with it, back testing it, and it's really part of my main strategy. And while this free version of the indicator is really all you need to get started, I've been considering making a pro version, which will have alerts for like when price enters or exits a zone, multi-time frames. So if there's an imbalance, let's say on the daily, and you want to look at more of a granular view, you could go down to the 15-minute or like the 30-minute and see that daily imbalance zone from the higher time frames. Or I've considered adding more smart money concepts like the order blocks that I was mentioning before. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for when that gets released. But yeah, like I said, the indicator is in the description. And if you want to learn more about this trading strategy as a whole, or maybe just more smart money concepts, definitely let me know in the comments. But other than that, that's all I have. Thank you for watching.